So today I record my last video in 2021. Now I'm not going to be one of those people who are like, see you next year. I'm not going to do that because that is just super lame and super stupid. 2021. What can we say about this year? I can say that other YouTubers have gone through a lot of things, such as Jacksepticeye getting COVID, and other YouTubers such as Minilad, Louie, Omewrecker, and upon a few other people. They're kind of what made 2020 suck, because they're like some big YouTubers that I used to watch a lot when I was in elementary and middle school, because as soon as my mom got me my first phone, I would be on Vanoss videos all day, every day. Minilad, Louie, Omewrecker, they would always make me laugh. Now that everything else has subsided and they did what they did, I can't really bring myself to watch them anymore because they just flat out suck. But now onto what's happened this year. We've seen a lot of things, such as that Travis Scott concert. Now I'm not gonna come on here and rip on Travis Scott because that's all been said and done. You know, I'm over it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are over it. The jokes are dead. It's all done. But some people just will not leave this man alone. Like, I get what he did was horrible. I mean, technically, I don't really know if it was his fault or not, but still. Like, just leave the man alone at this point. My 2021, I can't really complain about it, and there's really nothing to brag about anyway. I'm still the same Skin and Bones. I still make a bunch of really crappy videos with crappy editing. My biggest video, my LA vlog, and I know a lot of people complained about the music, and I'm probably gonna re-upload that sometime. Maybe in January or sometime, I don't know when. That was my biggest video, and honestly, I am very, very proud of that. Now, I'm coming to this camera and I'm doing nothing but rambling on. When it comes to my videos, I don't script them or anything. It's just me talking straight into a camera. I'm just doing nothing but trying to express myself, and I'm glad that I could come onto this camera and just talk and talk and talk without feeling judged, without feeling like I'm talking too little or talking too less. And honestly, this year with my YouTube channel going on, I'm very happy that I can find out that this is what I truly love to do. I love video editing. Like, I got this app on my phone called CapCut, and like every time my sister sends a picture of my niece, I just be like just making like these little small videos of telling my niece and my sister how much I love them. And I just really love doing it. I was able to finally like kind of come out of my shell and bring my confidence all up onto this camera, and I'm really thankful for that. I really am. 2021 is where I finished my junior year and then I walked into my senior year. Now, as you can see from my senior year, if you watch all of my my playlist on my senior videos, it's really nothing to go on and complain about, even though there were a few fights here and there, a bit of everywhere. My junior year was honestly, even though it was all virtual, and I'm pretty sure everyone considers a virtual learning just a free pass when it comes to school, like virtual learning is just a free pass, it really wasn't. Like, everything I did mattered. Like, have you guys ever heard of this thing called the WISE test? That had to be one of the craziest things I ever had to study for. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, whenever it came to other things, like before this, I really never studied for anything unless it was really important. Like, for example, this WISE test, it was like a full-on graduation requirement. And it was for my economics and personal finance class. So I had to pass this test in order if I wanted to graduate. So I did nothing but study and study and study and study. Days and days and days, weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't know how long I studied for it, honestly. The minimum requirement to pass was a 66%. The first time that I took it, I got a 38. And I'm not gonna lie, even though a 66 was the passing grade, a 38 was pretty much like a 50. That's what made me really depressed about it. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't screw around. I really have to study. So I did nothing but study every single day. Everywhere I went, I brought my laptop with me and I just studied. I did nothing but study. Everyone asked me, hey yo Alex, you wanna like come to this place with us? Sorry man, nah, I gotta study. I'm just in a room on my own, listening to some lo-fi music, Also, shout out to Lo-Fi Girl, you saved me. Ever since then, I've become a real lo-fi hippie. But anyway, I have a whole playlist with lo-fi beats in case I ever have to study for something that major again. I really want to graduate. And honestly, this year just makes me more anxious and anxious and anxious. And now I'm in my senior year, and for all of you people that are gonna go into high school, or if you're not in high school yet, I'm gonna tell you this right now, high school is nothing like what you see in the movies and what you see on TV, okay? You can't just stand around in the halls without somebody telling you you gotta go to class. If you get caught in the halls, you're gonna get in trouble. That's one. Two, High School Musical does not exist, okay? You can't just sing every second of the way while you're in school, okay? That doesn't work. None of it does. I'm just warning you right now, high school, it's nothing like what you see in the movies. When I found out how high school really was, I was disappointed and I was disgusted. But I did make a lot of friends, and I did have some bit of questionable memories that I really do not like to think about, but I'm gonna tell them in this story, like my Avid stories and how I was the Avid class clown. Now what can I say about Avid? When it comes to Avid, you do like 10 times more work. You have learning logs, you have these things called TRFs, I forgot what they stand for. I honestly hated it. I loved the class, I loved my teacher, I loved some of my classmates. Now, learning logs, you have to write down what you do like every single day, and they check your binder to make sure you're writing it all down. And that's what I hated, because sometimes I would either forget or tell myself, oh yeah, I'll do this tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, I'm like, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow again. And then it's just over and over and over again. It never gets done. And then when they check my binder, it's not there, and I just fail that part. To be fair, learning logs were the only thing that got us a grade in that class. Now, I'm not trying to trash talk the teachers or anything. Learning logs were just the only thing that really changed my grade. Everything else did nothing. Like, I remember I had this one assignment. It had nothing to do with learning logs whatsoever. I didn't turn it in, I don't know how long, maybe like 1 week, 2 weeks, and my grade didn't even change. My teacher forgot to put it in, or it didn't even count in the first place. But I'm not complaining, okay? I still passed the class, so I'm gone, I'm out. And I took Avid for 3 years. In my senior year, I decided not to take it. I just didn't want to take the class anymore. I just really couldn't stand the class. But some old friends that I have, they're still in Avid. But I just decided to pull out of that class because I just didn't want to do it anymore. Every other class is still super stressful. It's still 10 times better than being an Avid. Now, about me being the Avid clown, I said some things that I really shouldn't have said. One of them having to be which, on a day called Friday, where we would go to another class and just screw around and just do whatever. We had this little game where we have pieces of paper in a basket, and then you pull it out, and then you read it, and you have to describe the person like the best way you can so everybody else could guess. And we were playing teams, so your team had to guess so they could get a point. At some point, I got a person who I will not name, and then I said, she's trash just like the principal. I won't say the principal's name, but oh my god, bro. I ruined that game for everybody. Like, everybody was both mad and laughing at me. And so I decided to go back to the other classroom and apologize to that teacher. Thankfully, she didn't write me up or anything. Thank God. But my heart dropped because my friend said, yo, they're gonna write you up. And I was like, oh, please, God, no. Thankfully, I didn't get written up and my mama never found out. But if my mama watches this video, now you know. And other times in Avid, I would just crack jokes whenever I could. Except for when the teacher was talking, of course. I tried to, pay my attention the best I could. I was pretty much the funniest guy in there. I mean, I give myself that rank because nobody else that I've ever heard of has made that many jokes. And honestly, now that I'm a senior, I'm probably gonna walk into my old Avid classes and, give the whole class a rundown on what I did, on why they shouldn't do it. Because the things that I did, I got off lucky. Because I really could have gotten suspended or expelled. I would have gotten in serious trouble. So I'm gonna, at some point, I'm probably gonna try to walk into the classes and advise them not to do what I did. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching this last video of 2021. And once again, thank you guys for a great year, and I'll see you next month. See, I didn't say next year because nobody says that, and it's not funny, it's not quirky, it's just stupid. But anyways, I'm Skin and Bones, and I'm out. Last part that I wanted to talk about with Avid, by the end of my junior year, I think, I said to one of my boys, Andre, I want a plaque in this classroom that has my face on it that says Avid Class Clown, because I made everybody laugh. And he said, oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure that happens. I haven't been in that class yet, but when I do, I want to see a plaque with Avid Class Clown on it.